Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. So I hope that many of you have logged in into Moodle and tried it out. Today, the focal point will be MCQ questions. Basically, as you already know that Principal Sir has asked us to send MCQ questions, 10 MCQ questions per subject every day. So that's why we thought that we'll do this FDP on the same. So today we'll take you to how to create a question bank basically in your subject, and then how to create a MCQ quiz which can be graded, which the students can attempt. So that is the main focus of today's FDP. So I'll just share my screen with you. Yeah, so as you can see, I am already into Moodle. I'm logged in as a teacher.
Yes, sir. आप teacher हैं बाकी student.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So if you remember that last time during last week FDP, we had made a topic called as FDP. So I again suggest everybody please log into your with a Moodle username and password. Log into the Moodle site. The site is displayed over here, as you can see. So please log into this site so that you can have a live demo of whatever I am telling you, and you can experience it also. So once you are there onto the Moodle site, you can click on site home, though you can also access it via the dashboard. So by default, you are there on the dashboard. So this is my dashboard, which you can see. Otherwise, I'll click on site home. So it makes it easier for me to navigate. I find it quite systematic. So now you can go to the bottom. You will find FDP, which was created last time. So I'll just click on FDP. Now, only difference is that last time, everybody was a teacher over here. So right now, we have just removed that role and enrolled each one of you as a student so that you can experience the MCQ test as a student first. And here you can see I am the only teacher, and rest everybody is students. So I'll just show you. I'll just click on this course. Server 3. Server 3. Pavan sir? Pavan sir, are you still online? Avinash sir,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir,
हाँ
server
sir.
3 is not working,
Okay.
so I am unable to log in LMS.
अच्छा. You can log in. अच्छा, so you need to first log. You can log in through internet, sir. But yes,
Yes, sir, but
yeah, you need to log in first to your this thing through your account. So maybe you can take
yes,
any
sir.
computer, maybe IT lab or somewhere you can sit and you can still
No, no,
access
I am
because
here in the camp. I am here in the cubicle only, sir.
yes, sir.
Um, yeah, now it's working, sir. Okay, so you can start now. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's working now. Okay, fine. Okay, so you can log into your uh, through your credentials and you can go to FDP. So now this is the same FDP which you saw last time. So many of you created topics and everything over here. Now I request everybody, each one of you, you can click on this GK quiz. One GK quiz has been created. This is just for an experience of how this MCQ works. So you can click on this GK quiz. Once you are there in the FDP course, you can click on this GK quiz. Okay. So once you click on this GK quiz, I'll show you what will happen. I'm logged in over here as a student. No, I will just log out and log in as a student and I'll show you what is there. This is another browser where I'm logging in as student. Student 1, cadet 123 star. So most of the subjects you will find at least students 1, 2 and 3 they are there. So you can always try it out. And those who are using office computers also, you have another browser, at least Internet Explorer, which is there. So that is another browser which is always there apart from Chrome, which is the usual browser. Screen is blur. Okay, let me see the settings. Let me see the settings. Video settings. No, from my side, sir, enable HD, that is on. So it should not be blur. So it might be an internet bandwidth issue. So that is why the screen may be coming blur. So from my side, HD is enabled. And if anybody is using video, please, you can please switch off. In fact, I can also switch off my video. So in case the bandwidth issue is coming. Okay, so now I'm there as a student. I'll go to site home. I'll go myself to FDP. This is there as student 1. As you can see, I'll click on FDP course and I will go to GK quiz. And you can see the quiz opened at Wednesday. It's written over here. What has happened? You can see attempts allowed is 1. As you can see, it's very clearly mentioned attempt allowed is only 1 because we have given only one single attempt for this quiz. Quiz opened at Wednesday 5th August, that is today, at 9:46 a.m. So 9:46 the student can start attempting the quiz, not before that, not prior to that. So if I change this setting, you won't be able to attempt now. And the quiz closes, or quiz will close on Wednesday, that is today itself, at 3:46 p.m. So in the evening the quiz is going to close, and after 3:46 p.m. the quiz cannot be attempted. The time limit for the quiz is 10 minutes. All these settings can be altered. I'll show you how these settings can be altered. Okay, so right now I suggest that everybody please attempt the quiz. So you can click on attempt quiz now, because right now this is possible to attempt the quiz for each one of you because you are enrolled there as a student. So attempt quiz now. I am also attempting now. Live, you can see start attempt. As soon as you start the attempt, you will find that on the left hand side the question comes, question 1. It's not yet answered. As you can see, marked out of 1 is 1 mark question, and capital of India. So you can say Delhi, and then you can go to next page. You don't have to, there is no save button or anything. Just as you say next page, the answer is already marked. So it is stored. And on right hand side, you have a quiz navigation bar, which is there, which the student will be able to see, where they will be able to see all the questions which are there. If there are 50 questions, they will be able to see 50 tabs over there. And we have chosen a free navigation, option. So actually he can straight away go to 50th question and then come to 20th question and keep answering like that. So next page, and the timer runs on the right hand side. You can see the timer also is coming over here. This is the timer. Time left is 9 minutes now. Okay, so top color of Indian flag, if you select, and then next, and date of Ram Mandir Bhumi Pujan. So that is today's date. So nice question, Ashish. So next, who is the PM of India? Modi. Next, and capital of Maharashtra, Mumbai. So as soon as you can see, I have done all my 5 questions. The button changes over here and it says finish attempt. As you can see, finish attempt is coming over here. And here you can see all these question 1, 2, 3, 4, they have all grayed out. Why 5 has not grayed out? Because I have not gone out of the menu from here. If I go to previous page, I can go to previous page also. 5 has also grayed out, as you can see. The 5 has also become gray. So as you can see over here. So this has also grayed out. Yeah. So now I can say finish attempt. Finish attempt is over here. Or if I go to next page, last page also shows me finish attempt button over here. So that finish attempt, I'll click over here and answer saved and submit all and finish. That is the thing which everybody has to do. Submit all and finish. Confirmation, submit all and finish. Your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. So then it will show to the student that which answer is correct. If we want, we can put off this option. If we want, we can put off this option. Otherwise, he can see this option, which answer is correct or wrong. So there are pluses and minuses of showing it and not showing it. So that can always be debated, whether to show or not to show. Currently, it is set to show the review. Once you are done, you have to click on finish review on the right hand side. That is finish review over here. So now finish review. Once the review is done, you can see that how many marks I have got. I have got 5 marks. Because it was graded for 10 marks, I have got 10 grades. That means each question has got 2 grades. 1 mark is equal to 2 grade. It's automatic in Moodle, so you don't have to worry about that. Your final grade for this quiz is 10 out of 10. So even if you set 4 questions, it will automatically adjust that. But yes, in the MCQ in the system which we are going to make, they will adjust it. There will be same number of grades and same number of marks. So there will be no ambiguity regarding the same. So if there is any problem until now, please ask me a question in case you have a doubt, in case from a student's perspective or maybe from faculty's perspective. If you have any doubts, any questions, please do ask me before I tell you how to go about making the questions.
Hi, Shishir, all questions are going to be equal marks or they could be different?
Yes, sir. All the questions can have different marking also.
Okay.
It is possible, sir.
Possible,
But
yeah. Okay.
yes, sir, it is quite possible. I'll show you because each and every question when we are setting,
Yes.
we can give marking over there. But then default marking is always better.
Okay, no problem. No
Yes,
problem.
sir. And for everybody's information, Moodle is quite versatile in how we can give grading and marking. So it is quite possible.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Shishir sir,
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask whether we'll be able to set images in the multiple choice questions. I mean, I can have a question set and I have to identify which one is the right figure.
Yes, sir. Actually, setting up the questions, I am coming to that. So I will show you. I'll show you. I'll put something, some dummy image, and I'll show you, sir.
Okay, surely, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Shishir, come in. Shishir, come in. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, I try to insert some images like we had this on Seagull, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes what used to happen is it would not accept the image. and I already made a couple of MCQs.
Okay.
But in certain MCQs, there were two problems that I faced. One is uploading the image,
Okay.
probably because the resolution was too high. I don't know. I'll check on it today.
Okay.
And the other problem was when you have 10 questions of different marks, then gradation becomes a little bit of a tricky problem, which also I'll get around to it today. But yes, I could set questions of different marks also.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is what I observed.
Yeah, it is more time consuming
Yes,
because
yes.
then you'll have to go for each question setting.
Yes.
And then you have to carefully see that which question you want to set up for more marks. We'll
Yeah,
come
so-
to that, sir. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. The default part is straightforward, pretty easy. But like I said, image uploading sometimes can be a problem. I think that is a resolution-based problem. But
Okay.
I think I'll get around to that. That's not a problem. Okay, thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. Sir.
Welcome.
Shishir sir, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Can we upload listening task? Like suppose if I have a listening audio rather, and I want some
yes, ma'am.
questions.
Actually, we'll cover all that. We'll
ठीक
do
है,
that
okay.
small demo. I'll show you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go on to the new this thing what we have created now. Since you have attempted it, this we had made again. I'll suggest you go to site home. I'll go to my site home as a faculty. Here I am now logged in as a faculty. I switch the browser to Chrome where I am there as a faculty. So go to site home, and as you can see in the course categories, we have created specifically some MCQ test category, and under this MCQ test category, we have created batch wise, because basically MCQ test students will be giving batch wise. So it is for the ease of navigation of students we have created like this. So this is MCQ, BTME, all batches. This is also category BSNS, all BSCNS, all batches, and MCQ DNS. So let me go to BTME, all batches. Once I click this, I'll find there are 3 subjects which have been created under this MCQ 2017 ME, all subjects, and 2018 ME, all subjects, and 2019 ME, all subjects. And under this, all the faculty members who are teaching some subject or the other in that particular year have been registered over here as a teacher. As you can see, the list is there. In case you do not find your name over there and you're teaching, you can you may please contact Mr. Avinash, and he can add you into this relevant category. Just tell him which particular subject you want him to be, you want yourself to be added. So let me go to this MCQ 2017 ME, all subject. So under this, we have created a topic by the name of the subject. I mean, this is the different flow, so please don't get confused with what we did last time. This is just for the convenience of the students. They will find everything in one place. For a 1 year student, they will find everything because they will have to answer 6 to 7 MCQs every day. So that's why they should be able to find it in one place. So it's for the ease of navigation. And this is only a temporary thing where you are also getting used to it, and students are also getting used to the Moodle platform. And later on, we can save these questions. I'll tell you about that. So ship fire prevention and control, one subject is there. Marine IC engine 2, that is my subject. So I have done something over there. It's just a topic. It's not a subject. So you may find your subject is there, already there. And what you need to do basically is turn editing on the right hand side. So all of you, what you can do is, as I am telling you, you can go to your relevant year. Like for example, I'll go back, MCQ, BTME, all batches. For example, Mr. Wallace Jacob, so he's there in 2017 ME, all subjects. So he can click here. And for example, 2018, Dr. Dhiren Dave, so he's there in 2018 ME, all subjects. So he can click here. And for example, Madam Supriya Bhagat, so she's there in 2019 ME, so she can click this subject. And once you click that subject, under that you will find your relevant category, your relevant subject, actually what you are teaching, which is made as a topic over there. So for me, it is Marine IC engine. So first thing is I have to click turn editing on the right hand side. And as I click, sorry, yeah, please mute yourself in case you have unmuted accidentally. Okay, so you can see that turn editing on is now on, and I have created something over here. These are 2 MCQ quizzes. So what I'll do is I'll just delete them, and I'll show you again. I'll just delete them. Yes, delete and edit, delete. Yes. So I'm just deleting these quizzes. Now what I'll do is, first thing is, for creating quizzes, you should have a question bank. Though directly also you can create a quiz, but it is highly recommended that in case you want your questions to be properly categorized, you must have your questions in the question bank. And this you can use multiple times over years. You can use them in the same subject. So that's why it is highly recommended that you first make a question bank, and then from question bank you can always pull up some questions to create a quiz. That's the recommended solution. That's the best solution. Though I can create a quiz directly also, but again I'll show you that also if time permits, otherwise not. Okay, so what I'll do is, you can see once turn editing on is done, on the right hand side this gear icon which is there, you may click on this down arrow and you scroll down all the way to more. There is a more button over here. So you click on this more button. Once you click on this more button, this window will change, and you scroll down and you come to question bank, and you can click on questions over here. So once you click on questions, now this view will change. So it is still loading. So I will just wait, still loading. Yeah. So now the loading is complete. Now, whether any categories have been created or not, that you can always check. So let me click on categories over here. You can find 4 tabs are over there: questions, categories, import and export. So I'll click on categories. And as you can see, I have already created categories by the name of the subjects. Ship, fire prevention and control. MICE 2 category I have created. MAM 2 category. MET, marine electro technology, naval architecture 2, and this management science and economics MSc, that I have already created. The intention is that I am the faculty of MICE 2, that is marine internal combustion 2. So I will be creating my question bank under this category. This category is different than the categories what you found elsewhere. So this is, now I am into questions. As you can see, now I am there into questions. If you see on the top, you can see the path where you are: dashboard, my courses, MCQ test, MCQ BTME all subjects, MCQ 2017 ME all subjects, question bank, and under question bank I am into categories. So don't get confused with the categories which you found on the top when you logged into your Moodle account. Okay, so these are the categories which have been created. Now, I will tell you how to create a category first. I'll create a dummy category, and then I'll tell you how to create questions in this category. First, I'll create a category. Okay, and as you can see, the parent categories. Top for MCQ 2017 ME all subjects, the categories must be created under this. So I'll select this, and the name of the category I'll say dummy subject, some category, so you can recognize it, and you don't have to put anything. Though you don't have to create category. I think we have created all the categories, Ashish, no? Yes, we have created all the categories. So yeah, so now a dummy subject category has been created. Now I will use this category to create something over there, and or I can use my subject category also. So I have the ease of using these 2 categories, and the respective subject faculties can use their own subject categories under their subjects. Now I want to create a subcategory under the category of my subject. So under MICE 2, as you can see, I have created, I'll just enlarge it. Okay. So under MICE2, I have created some subcategories. IC diesel engine, some 46 questions are there. Fuel pumps and metering devices, some 2 questions are there. And this MICE2, 5th August, this I have created one category. I'll delete this. I'll just delete this category. So this category is gone. Okay. Now, under parent category, MICE2, which is my subtopic, MICE2, I will create a category. I will tell you my methodology. I would like to go chapter wise. So in my subject, there are 10 chapters or 10 topics. So I would like to make first one topic I have already created. As you can see, fuel pumps and metering devices. The second one, I'll create lubrication system. Lubrication system. So I'll create this category and I'll just add this category. So as you can see, another category has been created, subcategory has been created, or subcategory has been created under MICE2. Now, I want to add some questions to this subcategory. So what will I do? So I can, you can say I can click on this category. So once I click on this category or subcategory or subcategory, it could be anything. Once you click on it, you will get this kind of window. Once you get this kind of window, create new question tab comes at the bottom. So click on this. Now, all the questions which were there, multiple, many questions were coming up. Can we create this type? Can we create that type? I suggest that most of those queries can be answered by one single, and that is multiple choice questions. Yes, we have true and false, we have matching type, we have short answer type, we have numerical type, essay type, and blah, blah, blah. Many different types are there. But rather than, wasting our time into so many different types, they are all working in more or less the same way within the Moodle. Best is we can use multiple choice at this point of time and we can tweak it in our own way. So I will add one question. So let multiple choice. I am trying to create multiple choice question bank. So I am trying to add a question, multiple choice question in the question bank, and question name. Now it is recommended that question name must have some clue. Sometimes we end up putting question number because we know that it is coming under lubrication system. It is question number 1 of lubrication system, but it is recommended that we must give some kind of tag or some kind of identifier to the question name, because when we want to select it from a big list of questions, we don't know what that question is about. You won't understand until and unless you are creating a quiz. So I recommend that, for example, I'll say lube oil, or I'll say lube oil. It is related to lube oil, and I'll say 001. This is my question number 1, or LO001. Yeah, this is only visible to teachers. Lubrication system 001. I will call it as like this. You can call it whatever way you want, but there should be some identifier attached to it so that later on it can be recognized. The question can be recognized by the question name. Now, question I can put, for example, how many grades of lube oil are used in 2-stroke Crosset type of engine? So this is my question. Okay, this is my question. And default mark I have given 1. Question mark is getting a default of 1. That is by default, but you can change it if you want. But it is recommended for saving in the question bank. You can keep it 1. General feedback is something what will be displayed after answering of the question. You can say very well done, the answer is correct. I can give the logic, I can give a picture, I can give a video, I can give anything over there in the general feedback. I leave it blank over here. I don't want to give any general feedback after the question is answered. Right now, I don't want to use this general feedback. ID number of the question, will leave it blank. By default, as you can see, there is only 1 answer, though I can use multiple answer also. I can use multiple answers also. That means 2 or 3 answers may be correct. Number, the choices please do not number the choices, because when you shuffle the questions, then it becomes very awkward. Choice number 4 comes on the top, choice number 3 comes on the top. So it is highly recommended, please do not number your answers. No numbering should be there. By default we have made it no numbering. Please do not adjust it. Shuffle the choices. We have done shuffle the choices by default on. Please keep shuffle the choices on by default. Okay, no standard instructions as of now. Okay, now coming to the answers. Now I have to provide the choices. The first choice is 1 grade, single grade, that means. And if the answer of this grade is different, this is 1 grade of oil, means 1 type of oil. So please don't get confused with the grade over here. So I will type it 1 type of oil, 1 type. Or feedback I don't have to give, because by default if my answer is incorrect, the feedback will be wrong answer. Or I can give a feedback also. Grade, none, no, 0 grades. So if he answers this, then he will not grade, or she will not get any grades, 0 grades. Choice 2. Choice 2, I will say 2 grades or 2 types of oils. This is the correct answer. So I will say that if the student chooses this, then the student must get 100% of the allotted grades, whether it is 1 grade or 2 grades or whatever. So the student will be getting 100% of the marks, allocated marks. And you can say bravo or something. Bravo, right answer. You can give something. If you don't give, then also the prompt will come automatically right answer. And then choice 3, I can say 3 grades or 3 types, like this. And I don't have to say anything, and I can leave all the choices blank. By default, nothing will happen to them. Okay, and then I say save changes. So now 1 question has gone into the question bank. Okay, 1 question has already gone into the question bank. Now let me try to use a different type of question, create a different type of question under the same. So create new question. Same, I will create a multiple choice question. I will say add. And now question name, same. Let me take it up. Why it's not getting selected? Yeah. Annotation tool is giving a problem. So same, lubrication system 002. I am giving a question text. Now I have all the options. I can put photograph in the question, I can put photograph in the answer, I can put video in the question, I can put video in the answer, I can put audio. Audio means it can be a video file, it can be audio file. It is your choice, because a video file may have just an audio with something blank screen getting displayed over there. So it is your choice how you want to do it. So let's say that my question, identify the following figure. Okay, identify the following figure. Student, to student, the question will be put up like this. And as you can see, I will, I think, zoom in so everybody can see that. Yes. So you can see here image, insert or edit image is there. You can see this tab. If you go, when you stop somewhere, it will tell you what it means. It is for smiley. So same way, this is for picture. So I will insert a picture. Let me see. And then you have to say browse repositories. And then I'll say choose file. I'll see what image file it goes to. I will see some image file. Okay, flower image. Okay, so flower image, some image is there. Let me use this. So it is my daughter's image. So she has made something. So let me upload that. So upload this file. Let me upload this. Now describe this image. This is by default, it asks for description. So I'll say flower. Okay. And this, so save image. And because image is showing too large, you know, on the screen, so it will fill up the entire screen and the student will have to scroll. So I can do manual sizing. So I can put auto sizing, let it be on. I can do manual sizing, and I say that I want to show the image only 300 pixels by 186 pixels wide, and alignment can be to the middle, and then I save the image. This is important. Otherwise, if the image resolution is too large when you are putting the image, it can be really very large and it can go and you will have to pan the entire screen. The student will have to zoom, pan basically, horizontal scroll and vertical scroll they'll be using. So now you can see some images there and identify the following figure. Now, general feedback I will not use, and I'll say here that it is a honeybee, let us say, it is a flower. Yeah, something for the so this you should be careful that when you are there in the choice box and if you hit the scroll button of your mouse, the entire thing goes up. So please click in this bar only and scroll down and you will get it back. And if you want to scroll the screen, please click somewhere outside and then scroll down. This is one thing. Otherwise, you can make it bigger also. You can drag and make this screen, make this window bigger also. That is possible. So sometimes this becomes irritating. I find it quite irritating. Choice 2. Okay, I'll say flower. It's an image of a flower. And I want to give student 100% marks if the student answers this question. And feedback, I can leave it blank. And choice 3 can be something else. So it can be grass, let us say, or whatever. So this is a wrong answer, so I will not comment. So I'm just leaving with 3 options. You can make 4, 5, 6 options, whatever, and save changes. Okay. So now another question has been added. As you can see, lubrication system 2, though it is not relevant to lubrication system 2. But anyway, and now third question. Let us create a third question where we can have a maybe short video. So let me see video file. Yes, create. Huh? No, I'll add a short video also and then I'll go to the quiz creation. Okay, so this question name, lubrication system. Why it is getting hung up? So it's busy. It's busy in the background. Yes, system 003. Let's say. And my question text. Now, Vanna madam asked regarding adding an audio. Right now, I don't have an audio file, I think, in my system. But no, recording is fine. We can directly record also. That is there. But let me use a video. Or I can put a link also. I can put an external YouTube link also. That is also possible. But let me choose a file. Let me choose a file and I will go to stop somewhere. Some videos are there. Okay. Videos. Some video. Some crankshaft deflection. This video is there. So I'll just open and upload this file. So then I have to say insert media. And now the media is inserted over here. As you can see, some media will play. And then I can ask some question based on that. At the bottom, I can put up a question, or on the top, I can put up a question. In the above video, the crankshaft deflection is being taken by which of the following devices, let us say. So, and then I can put up some question over here. Okay, answers I can put up over here. Similarly, if you want to put up some image in the answer, in the choice 1, you click on image and it will take you to the browse repositories. You click on that, choose file, and you can choose any file and put it up in the image. You can put any video in the image. You can put any audio file in the image. You can record it even over there also, and you can do that. So that is also possible. So I'll say that it is a dial gauge. Okay, and this is the right answer. So I'll say 100%. And then I will go to the next one. I'll say vernier caliper. And this is the wrong answer. And then I'll leave it. Just save. So save changes. So now, since I have 3 questions, I think most of the doubts which were there, whether we can insert this or that, they are clear. So in case you still have any doubt, please do ask me. Can we ask for more than 1 question based on the same video? No, sir. No, then you insert it again, and then better it is that you insert a link. Mangwani sir, it is better that you insert a link rather than putting a video, because video gets stored in our server. It occupies our server space. So it's better that you can put it as an external link of the video or something. And later on, once the space server is working, I think we'll come to know that how to get a link from there, put the video over there, and we can use it. But otherwise, interlinking won't be possible. It's a single question. Everything related to that question must be there contained within that question. Yes, it can be linked to an outside image. It can be linked to some outside text or something by link, but then that link must be working. If that link stops working, if that video is moved out from that external link, then question becomes, there will be nothing playing. Basically, it will show some error. Can we put the progress bar in the quiz? Sir, progress bar is there on the right side, sir. It's already there on the right side. You can see which questions have been answered. I had shown to you. Did you attempt the quiz, Shrikant sir, in the beginning?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so that is the one. You can have 50 questions, you can have 100 questions, and it gets grayed out. The answers which you have already attempted, they get grayed out. The answers which you have not attempted, they will be just hollow. I mean, those rectangles will be hollow. So that bar is always shown to the student. So
by default from Moodle?
Yeah, it is by default, it is there. So it will be shown every time.
To set it.
Yeah. Don't have to set it. It is by default on.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, recording, ma'am. Okay. Please repeat the part of the question bank creation. Question bank creation, ma'am. What specifically do you want, Anjali madam? Is it the category part, or it is the question creation, adding the question?
Yeah, sir. Can you just please repeat from the part where you said how to create the question bank? I just wanted to know that because.
You want to know from the category?
If you could just please, sir, go back to the part where you said the like MCQ 2017 ME all subjects. From that part, just if you could take me through to the whole thing, like, if possible. Otherwise, if you're going to put up the video on the YouTube.
Yeah, video, I think Avinash will be putting it up. So that will be there. And if the time permits, I can come back to that, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So because I have to show the creation of the quiz also. Yeah, create a new question, ma'am. Vanna madam also was asking about the recording. So if I add a multiple choice question, I'll not create that question. I'll just go to the question text. Okay, I'll not create. Let us see, it is 0. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, it's still busy, still loading. Okay, it's loaded now. So I'll not create this question. I'll just go to, okay, tab is not yet loaded. Now it's created. Okay, this is the button. Okay, so your browser offers limited or no support for WebRTC technologies and cannot be used with this plugin. Please switch or upgrade your browser. So my browser, it's saying it cannot record. Vanna madam?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's saying it cannot record. We'll see that whether we can do the recording. But as Avinash has very rightly pointed out, that putting a lot of videos is not a very good practice. Rather, putting a link should be there. Otherwise, our Moodle will get cluttered with a lot of video. It will be taking up a lot of space.
So link is possible only if we get the things from YouTube or something?
Yes, ma'am. Or maybe it can be, you can upload it, your own public unlisted video you can create, and you can put it over there, and you can put a link over there. So that also is possible. Like Mangwani sir had a query, like whether we can use the same video and 2-3 questions. So then actually we'll have to refer to that video every single time whenever we are asking a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose if I have a file, let us say an audio file or even a video file.
Yes, ma'am. Then you can for right now you can put a file. We'll work out on that later, how it will be convenient, where our server doesn't get cluttered up and everybody is able to use such kind of things. Also, we can work it out later on.
Okay, fine, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sagar sir, if you have added equations or symbols, symbols are available, sir. Limited symbols are available. and you can add those symbols, or you can take image also of that snapshot and you can add it as an image. Both the options are possible, sir. We can do a separate session on that, on mathematical things, sir. We can do that separately if required, or maybe we can see that, because
Thank you, sir.
yes, sir. Because I know there are many subjects where some kind of equation or the other does come into picture. Okay, so I'll just go directly to the quiz creation, because that is the heart of it. And Junarka sir also had a query regarding editing of the question. I'll take it up later. Yes, we can edit up a question also later. So now again, I'll repeat it from the beginning. What's the next question coming? Right now we have not found a way of categorization, sir, easy or difficult, but yes, we will certainly find out something where you can do that. But there are many other options. Moodle is very flexible, but right now easy and difficult, that is not automatic. I mean, that is not available currently in our system. We'll see that. We'll be working on that. Okay, so site home. Now site home, I'll go to again BTME all batches, and I'll go to 2017 ME, because this is where I am teaching in MICE 2. This is the subject where it is. And then because my subject is Marine IC Engine 2, so what I'll do is my turn editing is on. Please remember, always it should be on. So under Marine IC Engine, under this topic, I will say add an activity or resource. So I'll click on that. And I have started my activity as quiz. If you go to all in your tab, you can star or unstar this activity. So this quiz I have started, so I find it over here, and I will click on this quiz. Now, first thing is, please understand that students should be able to identify that what this quiz is, which date it is belonging to. So I'll call it as MICE. I'll call it as MICE 2, and I'll put a date. For example, the quiz is for today, 5th of August. So I'll put 05/08/2020. So this is the name of my quiz. Right now, I'm not putting any questions. This is just the naming. It's like giving an address. You have not created any building over there, just created a address. It's just the land. You have to create the building later. It's just a piece of land which has been earmarked for creating a building. So this is just a name. And rest everything, you know, I can go to timing. Okay, now because I'm creating a quiz, and I will have to create a quiz for every day, one single subject every day, quiz will be created. So I will have to do some timing. So I have worked out on some timing also. I'll tell you later. But for third year, that was what was the timing? Yeah, it was ending at say 3 to 5 or something like that. Yes, it was 1500 to. So I'll say enable the quiz, and I will keep the timing starting from. No, it's not there. No, it's not there. So 1000 hours. So 5th of August, I want the quiz to be opened up, and 5th of August only I need the quiz to be closed. So you have to tick mark both the enable buttons. Open the quiz, close the quiz, and the timing will be as per what is required. So let me put it up as 1700 hours, and I'll tell you later what timing I have decided, because there will be a lot of server load if all the students they come. Right now we don't have a full-fledged server. So 5th August, 10 o'clock the quiz will start, and 5th August, 1700 hours the quiz will end for the student. Beyond this timing, it will not be available to the student. And the time limit for the quiz, since we have decided that there will be 10 MCQ questions, so 10 minutes it has been set for, and this must be enabled. By default, it is enabled. You must enable it. You must check it. After that, don't touch any more settings, though there is a show more, but you should not touch this setting. Open attempts are submitted automatically. That means if the student is still on the way and 10 minutes expire, then if he has answered 8 questions, 8 questions will be submitted automatically. So that's why please don't touch this setting. Then grading. Though we have done the grading, but you can put the pass grade 5 marks. If there are 10 questions, he or she has to score 5 grades to pass. And number of attempts we have given only 1. Please don't change this. So I will show less. So don't go into that. So these two things you'll have to see. You may note down. Once you create a quiz, you have to go on to the first. You have to go on to the general. Name the quiz by the date and your subject. The subject followed by the date, so that a student knows which quiz they have to answer. Description is not needed. Okay. Then you have to go to the timing. Please go to the open quiz timing. And for that day and time, you set the timing. Close quiz timing, you set the timing. Then time limit, please do not touch. It is set to 10 minutes by default. Let it be 10 minutes currently. Okay, as of now, let it be 10 minutes. Then grade. Grade category, do not worry. We have not created any category, so we'll not worry about that. Grade to pass, you can put 5, and otherwise you can leave the grade untouched. Then we scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's something called as activity completion. Last but third tag which is there, or this button which is there, activity completion. Please click on this. And here you can see completion tracking. Student can manually mark the activity as completed. This is by default. You must change it. I highly recommend that you must change it, and you change it to show activity as complete when conditions are met. As soon as you click it, 4 conditions will pop up or pop down, at the bottom. Require view, uncheck. Students must view this activity to complete it. If they view also, it will show that the student has done it. I don't want that to be done. Require grade. Yes. Student has to attempt the quiz. Student has to get the grade, and then only it will show that the activity is completed. Require passing grade. Right now, we'll not touch all these. We'll see it for later. Expect completed on. We'll not touch it right now. We'll see it later. Right now, you can just leave it. Student must receive a grade to complete this activity. After you select this show activity as complete when conditions are met, you will get all this. Then require grade, you take mark. As soon as the student gets some grade, it will show that he has completed the quiz. Though that is not affecting the grade sheet of the student. Still in the grade sheet, as a faculty, you will be able to see their marks. Okay. And then you have to say save and return to the course. Now the name of the quiz has been created. It is only the structure of the quiz which has been created with the settings. The questions have not yet been set into the quiz. It's only the naming of that piece of land where you have to create a building has been set. The size and everything you have set. Now you have to create a building over there. So what you have to do is you have to click on this basically. Okay. So this will only change the name. So don't click on this. Okay. So you click on the quiz. Okay. I'll go back again. There are 3 tempting things which you get to see. You can click here. It will do something. You can click on this pen. It will just rename the quiz. Something else. You can go on this edit and you can do something. It will only edit the settings of the quiz. So the settings we have already done. I don't want to change them. If I want, I can do that alteration also. So what I will do over here is I will click on this MICE2, the name of the quiz. I'll click. And then it will take me to this view. And once I get this quiz, the name of the quiz is MICE2 0508 2020. Attempts allowed is 1. This is the setting of what I have done as a teacher. This quiz opened at Wednesday, 5th August 10 a.m. and it will close at 5 p.m. today. And time limit allowed is 10 minutes. So these are the settings of the quiz. If I want, I can still change the settings by going to the edit settings over here. But I don't want currently. But I want to add the questions for it. For this, I have to edit quiz. I have to click this edit quiz. Now, as soon as I click edit quiz, I can start adding the questions into the quiz. Now, there are multiple options which are there. So what I'll do is basically as I get this editing quiz window, I will go over here on add button and the drop down, and there are 3 options which I get. Add a new question, where I have to add a question manually to this quiz. That question also gets saved into the question bank, but it doesn't get categorized properly. It will be saved in the parent category. The parent category here is 2000 MCQ 2017 ME all subjects. I think somebody's speaker is on. If you can switch on to your headset, I'm getting the echo. Somebody's microphone is not yet muted. Who is that? Pandey sir, your microphone is not muted. Pandey sir, please mute your microphone.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Maybe I'm getting the echo from there. Okay. Mute all. Yeah. Okay. So add a new question. You have to add one by one and it will not be categorized properly. I told you in the beginning. So I will use some question bank currently. So I'll use some question bank. And with which question bank? Now I have the choice of selecting the category. I want to put the students to test. I want them to be put to the test from the questions belonging to the first chapter of my course, fuel pumps and metering devices. So I can select this. Since I only created 2 questions, I have 2 questions over here. So I can select it and add selected questions to quiz. I will add them. Since my quiz is very small, I want 10 questions. So I will add more questions. So again, I will go to add and I'll say add from question bank. And because my question bank was very small, so I will go to second chapter also, lubrication system. And I will select all 3 questions here also from this question bank also and add selected questions also to the quiz. So now I have 5 questions over here. Okay. Now I want 5 more questions. Now let me show you how to select some random questions. Add a random question. Now for adding a random question, I should have a big question bank. Then the purpose gets solved. Otherwise, there is no point in selecting a random question. So what I'll do, I have 46 questions in one of the question banks. I'll select that. I see diesel engine, 46 questions which are there in this question bank. And what I'll do is number of random questions to be selected, as you can see. So they are there. So I will make it 5. Okay. I will make it 5 and I don't have to worry which questions are getting selected, and I'll say add random questions. So remember, when I say 5 random questions, these 5 questions will be different for all the students, randomly selected every time when the student is answering. So it can be randomly selected for that instance. It doesn't remain static, it remains dynamic. So from 46 questions, different questions are coming to different students at the same time, even if they are answering those questions. Yes, there is a chance of copy case. Yes, definitely, sir. There is a chance of copy case if our question is static. If our questions are static, then there is a chance of copying. And though the timeline is not that much, it's only 2 hours window, and in that 2 hours window, there will be 70 minutes of questions which they will have to answer. I'll come to that window later at the end. So the chances are limited, but we can switch off the review. We can do the settings from the admin side. We can switch off the review part. Students won't be able to see the right answer, but there are pluses and minuses. As I said, it is debatable. So we can debate on that, whether it should be done or not, and accordingly we can select that. So now you can see 10 questions have been created in my quiz, and the questions, if I want, I can click on this question, and as Lagu sir was trying to tell that we can edit the maximum marks. Yes, I can edit. I can make it for 2 marks. I can make it for 1.5 marks if I want. So if I say 2, then I must press enter and it becomes 2 marks. But because overall I have made the setting for 10 marks, I will keep it 1 only and I'll say enter. Okay, so it's only for 1 mark. Now, important is that I must shuffle it. I must shuffle the questions. As the questions are coming onto the screen of the students, they'll be in shuffled order. They'll not be in the same order. So if two students, they are there on WhatsApp and they're sending a screenshot or something like that, they will not be getting the same question in the same order. Okay. Though again, as Mr. Ankush Pawar said, that yes, chances are there because there are only 10 questions. So we can switch off the review part, and then they won't be able to copy. They can't take a snapshot of the right answers and send it across to the other students. So they will have to do some working over there. Okay, so now it has been created. Right now, please remember that you have to click on save on the right hand side. The maximum grades are mentioned over here, which are 10. So if you have 15 questions, you can change the maximum grade to 15 also. Please click on save, otherwise it won't be saved. So let us save it. And when you're saving it, please see that Moodle here, it on the left hand side, this keeps on revolving. This circle keeps on rotating. Now it's up. So my question is my quiz is already created and it is there with the questions. So let me try to answer. You also can attempt the quiz as a teacher. Now here, because those who are enrolled as a teacher, otherwise those who are not enrolled as a teacher, you can go as student 1 or student 2 or student 3. You can go or student, at least these 3 students are there, and you can go there and you can try to attempt. So let me go there as a student and I will show you what happens. What does it show? Site home and MCQ test. My subject, I'll go there. Okay. Or as a student, if I go to my dashboard, I'll be able to see only my subject. Because a student 1 is registered everywhere for testing purpose, that's why you will see the dashboard is all cluttered up. But right now the students are only dedicated, all the students, they are only connected to one course only. So that's why they will be able to see one only. So MCQ 2017 all subjects, and as you can see, MICE 2 5/8/2020, this quiz has been created. And I will click on this quiz and attempt quiz now. And as you can see, the quiz opened at 5th August 2020, 10 a.m. and it closes. The student will be able to see everything. Attempt quiz now. Start attempt. As soon as the start attempt, I see the timer starts on the right hand side. You will see 10 minutes. And I have to click something. I'll not read the question. I'll just attempt it so that quickly we can finish it off. Okay, some video is running. I can play the video and I can answer this. Dial gauge, next page. Something will be right, something will be wrong. I'm not reading my own question. So let me go to the next question. And this is a flower. So you can see all those questions, all the videos, all the photographs, everything that is visible over here nicely. And if you want on the mobile app also, students, when they download, they'll be able to see nicely one question on one screen. So that we have checked it, it works nicely on that also. Okay, so let us say all of the above. And Madhivali sir, you can see the progress bar, you can see on the right hand side, it's visible over there. So compressibility of the fuel, I'm not reading the question. VIT something to provide reserve power. In high probability it will be wrong. So injection stroke. So because I don't want to waste time on this. What is there? Just a minute. Yeah, sorry for interruption. So by adjustment of adjustment of fuel racks, I will do that. Okay, 2 types. You can see I had put the options, as you can see, I had put the options 1 type, 2 type and 3 type in this sequence, but Moodle has already shuffled it. 1 type is coming first, 3 types are coming second, and 2 types are coming last. So Moodle keeps on shuffling, because when we say shuffle, we have used shuffle choices and shuffle questions both. That's why giving a number to the choices is a very bad idea. So you should never number the choices. We have put it off by default, but you can find it there. So now, as you can see, I have answered all the questions.
Shishir, just one question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sometimes we have the last one option as all of the above.
Yes, sir. It should be all of the options. It
All
should
of
be
the-
all of the options, sir. It should be all of the above. I do not understand the logic. None of the options, all of the options. Finished.
Okay, so this all of the option can be the first or second choice? Looks to me little
No, we
common.
have not yet worked, but yes, that is possible in Moodle. I know that, but we have not worked on that. I know that is possible in Moodle, but then the way we are creating now, it won't be possible. So best is all of the options, none of the options.
Okay.
That's the best way to do it. Otherwise, it becomes very awkward. It gets shuffled. So this is for everybody. Yes, that's a good, very good one, very good doubt, and I think everybody must be using that. All of the options and none of the options. When you are entering the question, anytime in a question bank, all of the options, none of the options. That's the best way, because it can be below, it can be in the middle, it can be above.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Okay, so I'll finish my attempt. And once I finish the attempt, again, it will take me to the review answers saved. It has said that, yes, all of them, they have been attempted. And since I have 6 minutes remaining, so it is asking me to return to the attempt. So I can go back and I can review my answers. And again, I can say finish attempt. So that is possible. So submit all and finish, that I'll have to do. And then only it gets finally submitted. So final submission, you can see, I can see right and wrong, how many I answered correctly, how many I answered wrong, and I can see the correct and wrong answers also over here, because the review part is on. You can see I had answered, I have put this bravo, so that is also shown. So otherwise, finish review, and I'll be able to see the grade. I got 6 marks out of 10. So this is there, and this will be reflected. I mean, this will be visible to the teacher also. Now I'll switch my screen to teacher's view. I'm going to my Chrome browser, and I'll go over here, Marine IC Engine. And here I will go to this activity, basically. And I can see over here now. Again, I'll repeat, I'm there now on a different browser. I'm logged in as a teacher, and now I have gone into the same subject. I have clicked on the same quiz, what I just answered as a student. Now I'm looking at as a teacher, the subject teacher who created the quiz. And here you can see the attempts too. I can see 2 attempts have been made. And if I want, I can preview the quiz or I can see the attempts. So let me click on the attempts. So once I click on the attempts, I will be able to see who all attempted. So how come Abhishek Ojha, he attempted this quiz? Okay, because I don't know. So he must be live over here. He has already, because students have been already registered. So Abhishek Ojha has already answered 8. So cadets are already live. So that means they are testing the system already. So there are 8 questions answered by him, because there are some silly questions over there also. So I have answered as student 1, and there are 6 marks over here, and overall average is over here. So we have not hidden it from the students. I think you can hide it from the students for now, huh? Ashish, you just hide it. So then they will not be able to see. And once it is live, then we can make them see. So I think this part is clear to all. Now, what is remaining? Ashish, anything is remaining? Timing part I have already covered. The time limit part I have already covered. Grade part I have covered. Activity completion part I have already covered. Yes, what's the question? All of the options ideally cannot be everywhere. All of the options only when we have to put such an option like all of the above or none of the above. Or is it something else, madam, what you mean?
Sir, actually, I was trying to say, when you have this option, all of the, options or whatever,
Yeah.
it should not be in the middle or somewhere, like first option is all of the options, and then the one answer, then two answers.
Yeah, what you are saying
Ideally
is,
speaking, if we can freeze this option somewhere that it has, probably it would be a good.
So
there.
we can do that, but currently we have not tested
Yeah,
it. So
no, that's fine.
yeah, no, sir. Import questions is a bad idea. We have been working a lot of head breaking because importing questions from Excel in Moodle, the file has to be clean file. There are many things where the Moodle will keep on giving error. There are at least hundreds of things, apostrophe and this colon and this and that, where the Moodle will keep on stopping. So it's best thing that question when you are making, you make question one by one. Otherwise, lot of garbage will go into Moodle. So because we are starting fresh, so we can create, yes, exporting from Moodle can be done and it can be re-imported into another course. That is already a clean data. That can be done. That Moodle accepts it as it is. But taking it from any source and then importing it into Moodle, it keeps on getting error. So a lot of testing has been done. The library staff has been working on it. We have given them a lot of questions and they keep on getting error every now and then. So we have been working on it. But currently we'll say that please do not import any questions because it gets stuck here and there. So currently that should not be exercised. And moreover, best thing is that you get a question getting reviewed. You can copy paste. You can open a file and you can copy paste it, and you can do that because see, every software has got its own syntax by which it imports the question. If it is Moodle, the syntax will be different. If it is something else, it different. Some question banks, they take it by Word file, some take it by Excel file, some take it by XML file, and so on. So Moodle has got lot many options, but yes. So if you have a very big data bank, then you can import it. You first export it as an XML and you can import it as an XML, sir. And it will come inside fine. Only thing, when you export it, then you can edit those fields. Probably you have vetted those questions, sir. You have not taken them from somewhere. If they are your own very questions, Damle sir, can you hear me? Damle sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. So you can export it from there and you can import it into Moodle. That is possible. So you can export it as XML and you import it as an XML.
XML format is okay.
Yes, sir. That is fine. It will take it. Only thing is the category which you have put over there in your Moodle side, it will try to create a category, same category over here also. So best is that you try to edit that XML. You have to find out on Google how to edit that field and then change the field. Otherwise, you'll have to manually do the editing over here. Though that category can always be edited in this site also.
See, that is exactly what I want to avoid. I can finish off all the raw work outside and just import it.
Yes, sir. That is possible.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shishir sir.
Yes, sir.
I think the particular faculty members teaching for a particular subject should have the access to their only subject. Here, when you are putting it on, editing on, I think everybody is getting access to the other subjects.
Sir,
also.
this is only for testing, sir. We are not we have not gone into the real. We don't even have a server, sir. We are working on a desktop, sir. This is only for testing because since MCQ was supposed to be given, so this is a live experience what everybody is getting. The students are getting, and as a faculty we are getting. And we will be deleting all this. Yes, after backing up all the questions. So please do create questions seriously. I recommend to every faculty member, please create them in the proper category and we'll export those categories and import it in the right place, probably. So that with the help of IT, we'll be able to do it, export it and then import it in the right place. So it is not going to go waste, and that's why some thought process I have given. See, it is for the ease of the student, because right now suddenly I tell the student that you'll have to do that, so they'll have to keep on navigating between the courses. Now here in one dashboard, only one course he'll be able to see, and once he clicks it, he'll be able to find all the 6 or 7 subjects, and he can click on the MCQ for that particular date. and he can answer that, and that's all. So this is just for the time being, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, later on it will be as what you rightly mentioned, it will be the same way only. Yeah, any other queries, sir?
One more query was there, but I forgotten it.
Okay, no
okay,
problem.
I will come back to this.
Yes, sir. And Sagar, sir, video extensions, it's recommended that it should be MP4, though we have not checked what all extensions it is accepting. But it's highly recommended that it should be MP4, it should be compressed, it should not be highly voluminous. And best is that you put the link over there. You can embed the link. I had told you last time that how to embed a link in a lesson. Same thing works over here. You see, the text editor is same everywhere in Moodle. Whether you put a quiz, whether you put a question, whether you put an answer, whether you are creating a page or a book or a lesson, everywhere that is same. A sample XML file, sir, yes, it will be sent to you, sir.
Okay.
Please note down, Ashish. So you can send it, na? So that is possible. Okay, sir. That will be sent. Daily MCQs, which we are sending right now to be uploaded in Moodle from tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. We can work it out today, and we can actually separately the mail will be sent from my side or Shailen sir's or Manoj sir's side, and the students will come to know, because we'll have to give them a little bit of video training or a little bit of training how to navigate on the Moodle site and download the Moodle app. And once that is done, then the students will be ready, and they are more tech savvy than us. So they will be able to do that. So this is the XML one. Yeah, so this XML thing you can download, sir, Damle sir. So this is that format for the XML. Yeah. So, and any queries, sir, you can come back. Can we have it for first semester coming soon? What is it, ma'am?
Sir, actually, I couldn't see my name anywhere because right now in the next semester, I'll be teaching in the first semester, first year. Right now, MCQ, whatever you have done, I think it's only for the second semester. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am. So it is meant for that only, na? Because it is meant for the current batch. It is not meant for the new batch. New batch.
What I was suggesting, like if I have to create some questions, and is it not possible to open the first year also so that we start working on that?
Ma'am, it's already made. You are working on that only, ma'am. Ma'am, you last week the FDP what we did was for that only. Just a minute.
No, but these questions like MCQ type things.
No, ma'am. This is a different subject, and that is a different subject, isn't it, ma'am? That is first semester, and this is second semester. So both are different subject, isn't it, ma'am?
Okay, so I have to log into the first semester then.
Yeah, this site home, you go to site home, and this is only for MCQ, the testing purpose only we have created. So, okay, so you have hidden it, and now it has become hidden from faculty also. I am not able to see. You have hidden it, so please unhide it. Later on, we'll change the setting. So it's hidden from me also. Okay, so yes, ma'am. So you have to go to this BTME first year. And in this BTME first year, you will find your subject BTME 2020 batch. And in this first semester, you have first semester 1. Semester 2 is already hidden over there. We have not. So now English. And you are already listed as a teacher, and you can do anything over here.
Okay.
And this is where you are supposed to be creating course. You have not done anything, ma'am.
No, yeah.
Okay, so you have to start doing, ma'am, then only you can learn. Otherwise, I mean, this is already there. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah, some questions are coming. What is that? Okay. Yeah, recording is done already. So that will be uploaded and you'll get to know. Yeah, any other questions if you have? Any other questions if you have regarding what we have covered today? Yes,
sir, if any question is having 2 right answer, and for the grade sheet, suppose if one answer was right, we used to select 100% right answer. But if 2 options are right, then we have to select 100%, or we have to select 50%?
No, right now, please don't confuse. Let people select only single answer right now.
Okay.
100%. So correct answer 100%. We will cover it in the coming FDPs, other options also. So that will be covering later.
Okay.
Okay. Any Okay. HTML file is not opening. Which app to use? No, sir, I didn't get you, sir. HTML file is not opening means, sir, where it is not opening. I didn't get you, sir.
Sir, I had downloaded this HTML file on the desktop and tried to open it up, but it is asking you have to use certain apps. There are 5-6 apps which are coming up, Word and Paint and all
No, sir.
that.
XML, all the HTML file opens in any browser. So all the all the browsers, they support HTML file. You double click it and you can use Chrome, Firefox. You can use Internet Explorer. You can use any browser and it will open, sir.
Okay, I'll try it up afterwards.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
HTML file, sir, opens in any browser, sir.
I'll try it up.
Yes. Okay, so I'll be ending now in case any other queries are.
Shishir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Acha, yaar, one thing is, can you please, by some wrong button pressing, the settings have gone. So can you please tell me how to go and edit and get back all those time limit starts and ending and all that, please?
Okay, let me run through from the beginning. Anjali madam also wanted that. So I'll run through the beginning once.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, thank you.
And so now I'll go to, let me go to BTME all batches. And let me go to another one, 2018 ME, let us say. And here, marine boilers, digital electronics and PLC, mechanics of machines 2, electrical machines 2, fluid mechanics 1, marine heat engines and MSc, and applied marine control and automation. These subjects are there. So now I will go to this gear icon. Turn editing on, first of all, should be on. So it is already on. And then I go to gear icon, I go to more. And I go to more, and then I go to questions. And then once I'm there into the question, let it load up. It's still loading. Okay, so it's already loaded. So now we click on the categories. You can see some all these categories we have already created over here for all the subjects. Let me add a new category. So now category I'll be adding under MCQ 2018 ME all subjects. So I'll select the parent category as top for MCQ 2018 ME all subjects. And I'll say dummy category name again. I'll say dummy subject something. And then category info, I'll leave it blank and I'll put the category name first. So now since I have created a category, the category is already there. Now within the category, I want to create a question bank. Okay, question. What is the chat coming up? Yeah, okay. So now I'll go to the questions. I'll switch the tab. I'll go to the questions. Okay, now I have to create, first of all, I have to select the category under which I want to create a question. 1 question or 10 questions or 100 questions or what type of questions, it doesn't matter. First, I must make a category and then select that category before I make a question. So dummy subject, I will select dummy subject. I want to create some questions under this dummy subject category. Okay. And then let it load up because Moodle is still busy, server is busy. Okay. Then create new question. I have to say create new question, and by default, this time I've already covered MCQ, only covered MCQ. So you select MCQ and click on add. And then you name question name, say dummy 001. Question text is test and answer test question 1, number 1. Okay, so some more letters have been typed, and then I go to only one answer I have chosen. Then choice 1 is, let us say A, B, C, D, and let us say this is the right answer. So I give it 100% weightage. That means he will get full 100 marks or 1 mark, whatever is the weightage. Choice 2, is XYZ. And this is wrong answer, so I don't do anything. I don't assign any weightage to this answer. And choice 3 is RST, something I have chosen. And then I say save changes. Okay. Now, by mistake, let us say that I have, I have created this question bank. Now I have to create a quiz. So by mistake, something is wrong because Junarkar sir had a query that, something I have put wrong in the question. I want to edit it at any point of time. So I can click on this question. Okay. I can click on this question and I can edit it. I can edit the question anytime. That is possible. We can edit it. So again, it will give me the same flow process as I had used, while creating the question. So I can edit it anytime. I can pick up a question and I can edit it anytime. Now, let me go back and let me create a quiz again, because Govind Rajan sir's doubt was regarding the quiz. So let me go to this. Now some question has been created over here. One question, let us say one question has been created. So now I'll go to this parent category, MCQ 2018 all subjects. I have clicked here. And under marine boilers, let us say I want to create a quiz. So I will say add an activity or resource. And I will create a quiz. And the name of the quiz, I will say marine boilers. And I will give a name 050. What happened? Okay. 05/08/2020. And description, I don't need to give timing. So now I go to timing and I have to enable this. I have to enable this also, open quiz timing and closed quiz timing. I have to enable that. Okay. And okay, quiz timing, I forgot to mention. So people have left already or they are still there? 70 are there already. So we'll have to send an email. Shailen sir, you are there, sir?
Yes, we are there. Don't worry.
Shailen sir, no Shailen sir.
Yes, I'm there. I'm working
Yes,
on
sir.
email also.
Yeah.
You are answering queries, no?
Yeah. No, I'm just repeating that. And only thing, we'll have to give them a staggered timetable of this opening quiz and closing quiz timing. So I'll give it to you
Correct,
and then we can promulgate it to all so that they will use that timing only. Otherwise, the server will may hang up or something because it's a very small this thing setup on which we are trying to work. So we'll have to stagger those timings and all.
Yes.
I'll tell it over here also before I end the session. So this 10 o'clock, let us say, I say 5th August, and then I say that 1700 hours, I want to switch it off. After that, the quiz should not be available to the student. So that's what I can do. And I give a 10-minute timeline only to the student. And then I go to activity completion and student show activity as complete when conditions are met. And I uncheck this. Student must view this activity to complete it. And I check mark this. Student must receive a grade to complete this activity, must be tick marked. And after that, I save and return to the course. So I do this. Now my quiz name has been created. Quiz, nothing is existing. No question is still there. But all the settings have been done. If I want to alter the setting anytime, I need to turn editing on, and on the right hand side, you will find this edit button, and I can click on edit settings and I can do the settings editing anytime. And I'll be getting the same thing again. It's still loading. Moodle is still loading. That's why I'm not getting it. Yes, it's loaded. So I can click on the timing, and I can access all the timings, time limits. I can get the grades. I can give, say, 1 mark for passing, 2 marks, or 5 marks for passing. I can give, let us say, whatever I want. And I can get activity completion. I can tweak with these settings and I can say save and return to the course. So this I can do. And then once I have created the name of the quiz, then I have to put the questions. So I click over here and I have to go and edit quiz. And after edit quiz, I have to add the questions. You can click shuffle and add questions, add from question bank or add new question. You can put manually also. And here I have only questions under dummy subject, 1 question only. So I can only select one question. There is no other question. If I want to put more questions, I'll have to add them manually. So I can add a question manually also, add a new question, and it will give me the same interface. It will ask me what type of question, and it will give me exactly same interface what I used for creating a question bank. And after I do this, I'll give a maximum grade of say 10, let it be 10, and I say save. Save. Okay, now the quiz has been created. I'll go to the parent subject, and you can see the quiz has been created. And if the student clicks it, the student will be able to see that attempt quiz button, and he'll be able to see all this. Attempts allowed 1 and preview quiz now. So I can preview because I'm the teacher, so I can only preview, I cannot attempt it. So I think that clears all the doubts. Only thing, I want to give a timeline for every year. There will be a timeline which will be there. In MCQ section, I cannot create my quiz because I can't see my name in any of the courses. So please send an email to ma'am. Okay, sorry, ma'am. Please send an email. Your subject, ma'am, is in first year. Ma'am, your subject.
Yes, sir.
I'll come to you, ma'am. Just hold for a moment because people are leaving the meeting. So the timing will be like this. I think DNS has got about 70 students. So DNS, we can give a timing of, just a minute. Let me work it out. No. Page is not there. I've thrown it. 1300 to 1500. And 1500 to 1700. Yeah, so it will work like this. You can type it also on the chat box, Ashish. So DNS, the timing, all faculty teaching DNS, please put the time restriction 9 to 11 for attempting the quizzes. And it is requested that if 2 or 3 faculty members are teaching, then you amongst yourself decide that who is going to put the quiz that day. Don't put the quiz from all the faculty members of that subject on the very same day. Like I have 2 faculty members, myself and Kango sir. So either I'll be putting the quiz today or Kango sir will be putting. So I will decide and we'll be putting it according to that. So it should not be that student is overburdened. So they should only get 6 or 7 quizzes, 10 minutes each for 60 or 70 minutes every day. Because otherwise we'll not be able to work with this. So 9 to 11 is the timing for DNS for 70 students. 11 o'clock, 1100 hours to 1300 hours is the timing for 2019 ME and 2019 NS, about 300 students. 11 o'clock, 1100 hours to 1300 hours is the timing for 2019 ME and 2019 NS. 1300 hours to 1500 hours, that is 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. That is the timing for 2018 ME and NS students. And 1500 hours to 1700 hours, that is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. is the timing for 2017 ME and NS students. So please set the timings accordingly. That will be sent to you again on email in case, because some have already left the meeting, so it will be sent to all. So those who are already there, yeah, Ashish has already sent the timings. So you can see that. Yeah. 2017 ME and NS timings also, Ashish. Yeah, so that is 1500 to 1700. No, XML file, don't put it over there. So we are not taught. No, only to Damle sir. Please send it separately. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today's meeting. So recording will be available. Thank you very much for joining in. Shalin sir, any comments, please? Shalin sir is there or he has left now?
Sir, one question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, if we have saved the wrong category, can we change it?
Yes, sir. Category can be changed, but then that is to be done for, either you edit the name of the category only. That's one way of doing it. Or you change individual questions and you change the category. That is also possible.
Okay, so we have to edit the question and...
I'll show you, sir. I'll show you separately, sir. I'll show you, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that can be done. It's not very difficult, and that can be changed. So you can select multiple questions and then push them to another category, or you can put one category into one subcategory into another subcategory, or you can delete the parent category and move the subcategory to the main category. Many things are possible. And you can take the question of parent category and shift it to the subcategory. That is also possible. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Pohan sir has got a question now. Yes, sir. Pohan sir. Yes, Pohan sir. You can speak, sir. Yes, sir. We will be providing that. That will be going from somewhere, maybe Manoj sir, somebody will be sending it, sir. That link will be going to the students, sir. They have been registered just yesterday for only this course, no other course. And this is only for testing purpose. So till the time we are conducting MCQs, they will be there. And then we'll be unenrolling them and then re-enrolling them as per the next semester. Okay. 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 Then thank you very much for joining in. Have a nice day. And in case any queries are there, you can send me separately or we can take it up in the next FDP. So please start creating this thing. In case you are not registered, please do send an email or call Mr. Avinash and he'll be adding you to that particular category. Okay. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Avinash and Ashish. Okay. Bye-bye.
Welcome.